Wake up.
Who is that?
It's me. Mupluktu.
Mupluktu?
Yes, did I stutter?
Mupluktu, what do you want? Have I done something wrong? I don't understand. Is this a dream?
Stop talking.
All right.
You must pay me tribute for what you have done.
What exactly have I done, Mupluktu?
You know. Take a guess.
All right. We've been gone for about a week and a half or something like that. But Dom, I was just gonna call Dom.
Not me. You.
All right. Not me. All right.
You.
I was gonna call Dom.
I said you.
Okay, me. I take full responsibility. I apologize, Mupluktu. I apologize.
You have been gone too long. Therefore, you must pay me.
I have no children. I have no assets. There's no way that I can pay you. I
don't want that. I want what's there.
My sneaker collection?
Yes, there.
All right, hold on. Wait a minute. This is fucking ridiculous. All right.
Open the box, right? Not that one. That one.
This. You want my 16s?
That one. No.
Yeah, the 7s.
The other. No.
Oh.
Those are
the New Balances.
Not the color I like.
Mupluktu, I run in those. You don't want the New Balances. You don't want that.
I will tell you if it's good for me or not.
All right, wait.
Lest you face my wrath.
What? No. I don't want that. What about these? Hold on.
Scoot over so I can sit down.
All right, that's foam posits. Look at these. These
no,
look nice. I mean,
none of these are good enough. Get on that computer and go on the internet.
You want me to get on the internet and buy you sneakers?
The internet.
Wouldn't it just be easier to draw some blood? Or wouldn't that be just
That's
easier?
Gross. I wouldn't do that shit. Go on sneakerheads.com. Do you have your debit card ready?
My debit information? Look, this is getting very ridiculous. I was frightened at the beginning of this.
Log on to the computer now. Hurry up.
You're listening to the Double D's podcast.
I'm Dom.
I'm D.respect.
You got a great set of tits. I get so angry thinking about this kid.
Because that's what most people are bitching about.
Up to New York, you know what I mean? We like to eat out here, you know?
You gotta stop looking at interacting with people online as a cheap date. My father used to drink.
Get the fuck away from me. I'm done.
I come a lot, by the way.
You're a great blow the rap stuff.
If you didn't say it, somebody in the comment section would have said it.
It's like how you feel when you're having a paranoid high.
That's a dynamic connection right there. You're listening to the Double D's podcast.
I'm Dom.
I'm D.respect. If you're listening to the Double D's podcast via iTunes, we always want to remind you, we always want to nudge you and tell you to be active within the iTunes community. Please comment, please subscribe. It helps the Double D's podcast out so very much.
I know you guys. Daddy's been gone for a while, but I'm back now.
Wait,
I'm back. Daddy's back.
You're daddy now.
Yeah, it's me.
Okay, right. You berated me when I was referring to myself as daddy, but now you are daddy.
It feels good. I'm just wearing I'm wearing it like a suit. It's just a suit of armor. Just shoop. Feels nice. You ever try out slang? Like you hear, for instance, we wouldn't do this because we're not dumb. We're not dummies. Mm-hmm. But let's say the term like on fleek, for instance, right?
Okay.
You hear it. You learn what it means. You hear it the first time. You're like, what the fuck does that mean? And then you learn what it means. You're like, okay, so it's dope, fresh, fly, swag. Okay, it fits into that. Right. Mm-hmm. Yes, it fits into that realm of stuff that's good. Mm-hmm. And you think to yourself, you know, maybe just give it a little. I'll give it a little taste. Hey, that movie, that Mad Max was great. Yeah, it was quite on fleek, wasn't it?
No,
you ever do that?
I don't think that was.
Okay, I wouldn't. And obviously I use it the wrong way because it's funny. But That's a poor example because, like I said, we wouldn't use that one. But would you? Have you tried using?
If I've tried to use anything, it might be something referring to, say, a meme. If I hear somebody say something crazy, and maybe I might say "crazy bitches be like," something like that. I guess that's as hip as I would get, but I wouldn't say something. I would have just made because fleek is, if I'm not mistaken, I mean that term is that's definitely slang. That's not within the English language. I'm pretty sure fleek is a word.
Fleek. That's not a word.
Oh, fleek isn't a word.
No
okay,
way.
maybe I'm confusing it with fleet. But yeah.
Yeah, it's not a real word.
Yeah, so the way it's being used, obviously, I wouldn't just make up a fucking just a term like that. I wouldn't. But that's
when
as far as I know.
When was the last time you tried to adopt something like that? Like dope. Dope is back.
Dope.
But
dope. Yeah, I use dope occasionally.
Really?
That's dope. Yeah, dope is universal. Dope is universal.
I've never used that. It doesn't feel good
because you don't have any swag, sir, and that's a word I never use. Yeah, you ain't got no swag.
I got plenty of
fucking swag.
I like saying swag when it's it's gonna make me sound like such a square. When it's ironic, not ironic, but like if someone's talking about Montezuma, sacrificing virgins to the Aztec gods or whatever. I know it might be Mayan, it might be the wrong gods, whatever, and I'll say, man, swag, dude, fucking killing them virgins.
Okay,
throwing them volcanoes.
So you use it ironically. Okay.
Yeah, and that makes me hate myself. So whatever.
Okay. I thought you were just occasionally you just for whatever reason just go swag.
You know when
just for no reason.
I was saying swag a lot recently during I did a 5K.
You did a 5K?
Yep,
Ooh.
I did.
Were you running before this 5K, or you just went right into it?
I would do like nothing. None of what I did prepared me at all.
Uh-huh.
I ran it with a friend who was much skinnier and more fit than I am.
Handsome young man.
I guess. I don't know. He's a good friend. I don't want to talk about him like that.
All right, that's fine. That's good.
He's definitely not listening though. But yeah, so I run maybe like a mile every other day when I work out. So I do my squats. I do another weightlifting exercise. Then I hop on the treadmill, do like bang, bada bing, do my mile. Now I've increased also to doing 1.5 miles on the treadmill, but that didn't help me. I ran outside one time. I did 1.8 miles, and I thought, oh, okay, I'm ready for this 5K. No, a 5K for you Brits out there is 3 miles.
Mm-hmm. I
guess they would better understand what it's 5 kilometers. I guess.
I thought it was 5,000.
5,000.
Wait,
5,000 feet. What is 5K? What is the K?
Oh, fucking dummies. Hold on.
Need more silent computer. Silent keys.
Well, I've done 5K. It's how quickly did you do the 5K?
It's 5 kilometers, by the way. I confirmed it. I did it in like 38 minutes, so that's like
that's not bad.
Yeah, for my first time, I guess. But I was getting passed by old people, man. I was getting passed by old people. I was getting passed by the fatties.
Yeah, you got to get the cardio up. You got to get your cardio up, son. It's much more beneficial for you to run outside than it is on the treadmill.
That is so fucking true. It's just...
It's different.
It's not the same. You're sitting there in an air-conditioned environment on this thing that's soft and just... It has so much give. And the world doesn't have any give. It's just fucking... It's this hard surface is just like mashing against you, and the elevation goes crazy. You're going uphill, you're going downhill, you're doing all kinds of crazy shit. Someone's sucking your dick, you gotta fight them away, you gotta beat them off with a stick, you gotta beat off, you gotta fucking... you got old ladies going, you can do it, you can... And I hate everyone while I'm running. I hate the guy I'm running with, I hate myself mostly, and I look at those ladies who are cheering me on, I'm like, okay, I can do it. Is that going to make me feel better? Like, positive reinforcement does nothing for me.
Were they saying this when they were running by you, or were they just standing on the side?
They were just standing there. They were there to just guide us to go the right way, or just give us water. And I just ignored them. It's like look at, like, oh yeah, I can do it. All the 1.5 miles, that's all? Like, only 1.5? Oh, only? Yeah.
But you did it, didn't you? But you did
I did, but it's like, you fucking do it then.
And so it's only because of the old ladies. What the fucking 70-year-old women? You can't hold that against them.
You know what did help me, though? Is the champions. the fucking dudes who were like, I'm on mile 1, and I think I just got done with mile 1, almost, and this tall, skinny, ripped dude is just coming back. Mm-hmm. He did the lap already, and I'm like, what the fuck? And then he's holding his hand out, no water. He's sweaty as fuck. He's holding his hand out, and he's just giving us high fives, like, "Whoa, come on, baby!" Runs by, and I'm like,
maybe he's on something.
So that
he
wasn't
could be
actually
on something. That's possible.
I don't. Those dudes are fucking amazing. And I looked at the running times afterwards, and this dude did it in like 15 minutes, like 13 to 15 minutes. That's insane. I do a mile in that time. He's sprinting for 3 miles.
Well, I mean, you said he was tall and ripped. I'm pretty sure his diet reflects his workout regimen.
It's probably like me It's probably like me running like a quarter mile. That's probably what it feels like to him. Like, why would I stop? Like, why do I need? Like, I could sprint that.
So,
easy.
When you started this race, you were determined to finish it within what time frame, or you had no time frame whatsoever?
Yeah, I didn't have a time frame.
Were you surprised when you did 38?
I was. I thought it was going to be like 45 or some stupid shit like that. Mm-hmm. And now my goal is just to do better than that. Really, this was my friend had to do this a training thing. He had to do some sort of physical activity for his class, some sort of class on physical activity. I'm gonna move my mic back, you guys. Pardon the sounds. Yeah. So like, he wanted me to accompany with him because he doesn't want to do anything alone. But the problem with that is that he's so fucking fit. He could have done it himself. He just wanted to have someone, I guess, to chat with while he was doing it. And it was just annoying to me because, like, I'm a very self-motivated person, even with, like, physical activities, like, outside. Although I'm still a fat fuck and whatever, I have heart disease, I'm going to die of diabetes, I'm stupid. But, like, I can do all this shit on my own. He needs someone else there to, like, sort of feed off of. He's a team sports type of guy, basically. Mm-hmm. I mean, like me, I'm self-motivated. So are you. Like, you do this shit. Like this shit we're doing right now. No one's telling us to do this.
I'm self-motivated because I get up at 6 o'clock in the morning and I run.
Now, my question about that is, like, how does that affect your energy throughout the day?
It doesn't. It helps it, if anything. It's like, you know, a body in motion stays in motion. A body at rest stays at rest.
What are you, fucking Copernicus or something? You fucking...
No, that old saying is true. I mean, because... Like,
Galileo? You think you're so fucking smart? Went to college?
I'm smart.
Big boy?
It doesn't affect it, man, because, I mean, it's not like when I run, I don't exactly push myself to the fucking outer limits of my physical abilities. You know, what I've been doing recently is I'll run a few laps. I don't know how the distance of it is. Sometimes I don't even count the laps. I just fucking run. You know, but if I would say there's an average, it's probably, 3 to 4 laps that I run. And it's throughout the whole park. And, what I do now is that I'll stop and I'll start doing those sort of push-ups where, you're moving laterally.
I don't know what that means.
One laterally to the side.
Okay.
Right. You do one push-up and you you go to the right, do another push-up, keep going to the right, and then I go back to the left, back to the left, back to the left. All together, it's not a lot of push-ups. It's probably like maybe 12, 15 push-ups. But I've been trying to incorporate that into the whole thing because I just don't want to, because when you run, maybe this is something that some of the kiddies don't know out there, if maybe there's somebody out there with weight problems, when you do cardio excessively, what your body does is that it starts to eat away at your muscle mass.
Yeah. And
that's not what you want it to do. So that's why you see a lot of people who, for example, they do those surgeries. They do those surgeries, where they close up their stomachs or whatever, and you see
Wait, what you mean gastric bypass?
Yeah, right, those.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what your body looks like. Well, when the surgery goes wrong, that you see like women with their arms, flapping. They look like what's the name of that superhero? I think Banshee, who has that little small thing that looks like it's connected to his elbow and his. Yeah, you like that dorky reference. I know you did. That one guy.
Fat flaps. You're just gliding on him.
Yeah, so one guy liked it too, and I do it for the one guy. That's pretty much what your body turns into if you excessively do cardio and you're not doing anything to hold on to your muscle mass.
Yeah.
You want your body to eat away at your fat cells. You don't want it to eat away at your muscle. So, you can't go too crazy on the cardio all the time. And yeah.
But that's why I do the squatting and all the other shit beforehand. Try and get some weightlifting.
Once again, to see his chandeliers. We know this. You know.
Oh, so. Did you hear that Vic Mensa? You mad?
No, I didn't.
You didn't hear it or watch it? Nothing.
No, I didn't. No, I've been totally out of the loop with everything.
You don't like the Vic Mensa?
Do I like the Vic Mensa? Yeah. I like orange soda.
Vic Mensa.
I like orange soda. I like it.
Yeah. What do you listen to when you run?
When I run, I listen to several different things when I run. I listen to rap music. I do. I find myself listening to Rick Ross when I run because I can totally just ignore the words. My favorite Rick Ross song to run to, I mean, I do like I'm a Boss, but my favorite one to run to is So Sophisticated.
How does that one go?
I'm so sophisticated and appreciated. To get a person me, she gotta be sophisticated. Purchase a whip for me and never miss a single payment. When it's dope because first of all, the beat is amazing. When that fucking bass comes in and Ross, and one thing that I could say about Ross on that song is that he's approaching that song like an MC. If you listen to that song, his tone when it goes with the beat, it's almost like because certain MCs, the way they can do their delivery, it's sort of like a brush that's being painted, like say in curving motions in a pattern, and he's going to that exact pattern. If you listen to that first verse and kind of the second verse too.
You think his flow is circular somehow?
It's not circular is not what I want to say. I'm just saying imagine someone drawing a noodle, right? A noodle with the squiggly lines.
Yeah.
And it's like he's following that pattern of cadence. It's like, when a person me, she gotta be sophisticated. Purchase a whip for me and never miss a single pay. Like it keeps going in a pattern. It's very hard to describe. But when you listen to it, it's Ross approaches that beat a lot differently than he's approached other beats. He approaches it with the kind of approach that you would expect an actual fucking like a lyricist to approach it. You know what I'm saying? Like you've heard Nas approach beats like this. But anyway, yeah, that I listen to rap music. One thing that I listen to that I fucking love to listen to, and I don't fucking know why. I like to listen to fucking soundtracks. I fucking listen to Hans Zimmer.
That's the shit, man.
Yeah,
which Hans Zimmer? We can agree on this geeky shit for now.
Well, one Hans Zimmer song that I fucking love because, and I'll tell you the reason why I love it. Is the Man of Steel theme.
Yep.
Man of Steel theme.
The build. It's the build.
The build. And you know why? And I got to describe why. Because you know what? When people work out, they tend to think that a workout song is supposed to be at a 10 constantly. And it's like the Hans Zimmer song, like it just starts out with those soft piano keys and then it builds up and then it fucking explodes and then it fucking just fades out. Like it's perfect.
Yeah. Because I mean, you can't listen to that fucking song without going ape shit where it's like you have to go nuts when that one comes. Like you sprint at that part. Oftentimes I'll pause right before that. Do you ever listen to I think Dream is Ending from Inception? Like the song that was playing in the craziest part of the movie where the Joseph Gordon-Levitt is in the rotating hallway and everything is going nuts.
Is it the
Yeah, that shit.
Yeah, because that gets real chaotic.
Yeah, it's so good.
But you know, it's funny though. So I just think it'd be funny if I don't know how often people listen to songs like this when they run. I don't know how often they do, but I think it would just be real funny if somebody's like next to you in the gym and they can like just hear you listening to a fucking Dark Knight soundtrack and then like really.
But the reality is like I don't give a fuck what people think because I mean if you're at all worried about what else is listening to, like if someone's like laughing at what I'm doing, it's like that means they're not working hard enough.
True, very true.
Because if I saw someone else listening to some Hobbit music, it doesn't matter what they were. I was listening to Lord of the Rings for a little while. That's some of those battle scene songs. I can't talk today. But if I heard someone listening to some of that shit, I'd be like, man, that dude is going for it. I gotta be on that level. You guys should check out from Mad Max Fury Road. Look up Brother in Arms. It's track 12 off that soundtrack. That's the shit to listen to.
Okay.
Shit's odd. Did you watch Mad Max yet?
No, sir. No interest in watching it. So.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So when you work out, when you listen to rap songs, you go for lyrics or you listen to just the bass of the beat? What is it that you look for?
Both. I can tell you. I can look through my playlist right now. I'm looking for both. I'm looking for songs where like
Lil Wayne.
Yeah, I'm looking for very sort of self. Yeah, very self-centered. Like I want to say bombastic, but I don't know if that's the word. Sort of like grandiose. Like I'm the fucking greatest. It's like was there ever?
You got to feed your ego. You got to feed your ego.
Yeah, it's like was there ever any doubt that I was the greatest person alive? Like you cannot stop this. That sort of type, sort of shit. Mm-hmm. I've added A$AP Rocky to my workout playlist. Let me find the shit right now. It's live.
Goldie's one that I like to work out to. Goldie's good.
I mean, it must be because a nigga got dope. That one,
right? Yeah, yeah.
All right. I sounded like Tupac just now.
You did. Memories. Goldie Penitentiary.
All right, on this right now, I got Evil Twin, Eminem.
Okay.
Black of the Berry, Kenny Lamar.
Black of the Berry. That would be a good.
It's
a good workout song.
Now the thing about Black of the Berry, I'll tell you that Black of the Berry is an issue because when you're running, I don't know if you've experienced this phenomenon, whatever. Ugh. But as you're running, your heart beats so fast, and your brain is moving so quickly that music sounds slower.
No, you see, because like I said, I don't do treadmills. I run outside, so I run at my own pace. So I never, unless maybe towards the end if I want to sprint, but I rarely sprint. I clearly just run for distance. I run for distance. I don't run on speed.
Oh, but when I'm on that treadmill, like I only run on I'll run on 6, but like that's enough for me to for songs to just sound ultra slow to me. But other ones I added: Mural, Lupe Fiasco, and Chopper. Mural and Chopper, my favorite songs off of Tetsuo and Youth. Right. You into those ones?
Working out to Mural, I don't know. I gotta say, I gotta try that, but I just think that's just too wordy. That's too fucking wordy. The only Lupe song,
right. The beat is it's a pace. It's like a drum. It's like a drumming. It's like it's a giant wheel.
Okay, so that's more the beat. That's more the beat than anything.
Right. Exactly.
Okay.
The Chopper is both. It's like really angry dudes coming in just like yelling or whatever. Power from Kanye, M's from A$AP.
Power from Kanye. What about a really good Kanye workout song is Black Skinheads.
You know what?
4 in the morning, and I'm zoning. I keep it 300 like the rumors. I go nuts with that shit. It's like 4 in the morning. It's like for me, it's like 6 in the morning, and I'm zoning.
That's pretty good.
3 in the morning, and I'm zoning. I keep it 300 like the rumors. 300 bitches. Another one is Theraflu. Theraflu's another one.
Was that off the Cruel Summer?
Theraflu was on a mixtape that I can't. No, it wasn't Cruel Summer. Was it?
With a good music thing, I never listened to any of those albums, man. I avoided them.
If you want to listen to a good track off Cruel Summer, listen to John Legend's Bliss. I think that's the best song on the whole entire Cruel Summer piece.
John Legend's boring, dog.
All
of me. Shut up.
John Legend battle. Okay, let's go. All of you. No, hold up. I'm not approaching that one well. Hold on. Hold on. All right. Dig into my box, the sneakers that I got from Mupluke. All right. Okay. All of me loves all.
Yuck. You lost. I don't even need to do it.
You're right. I think that's a very first battle where there's no rebuttal.
You just fucking.
That's it. You just fucking B-rabbited me. That's
it. Died at the end of that shit. Garbage.
How about EDM? How about EDM?
I dabbled in that for a little bit when I used to listen to this band called Pendulum. Yeah. They were from New Zealand, and they were like an EDM. They were like a drum and bass rock fusion. That was really good to run to. What was their Pendulum? There was some song. I mean, I don't have that music on my phone, so I don't have access to it. But I would. Mm-hmm. I don't see any issue with that.
I think the danger with EDM is EDM can get you very hyped, and you might bite off more than you can chew. Because when that shit drops, you know, something comes, you know, you get all this energy, so maybe you go just a little bit too hard for about 10 to 15 seconds when that shit drops.
You know what you gotta do in those moments is you just rewind back 30 seconds, you just go back to the drop. You just keep
that would probably be
up.
a good solution. Yeah,
I didn't listen to anything during the 5K, which was torture. That was painful.
Oh, so you just listen to your breathing and...
Yeah, because my friend didn't bring his dumb headphones, so I was like, okay, just for you, I'll just keep them. I'll you know, just not use my fucking phone.
Oh man.
Yeah, that was painful.
I've seen your phone. Your phone is pretty large. Do you have a strap that you?
No, I've been meaning to buy one, but I just keep it in my pocket.
Oh, in your pocket.
Yeah.
I see.
I have like these very tight, nice short. No, like I have those shorts that are sort of like they get to like the middle of your thigh. Like those ones, it's like they don't get in your way at all. Like they're not flapping everywhere. It's just close. It's close to you. So and the pockets are like tight, so you can just like shove something in there and it's like fine.
Man, you know, I still have, and go ahead, laugh at me because I own a Zune. Everyone that I know laughs at me because I have a Zune.
You use it?
No, I fucking keep it in the attic, tied up to a ball and chain, and I
don't know. It would make more sense if you didn't use that shit.
Why would it make sense for me not to use it? It's mine.
Because it's some dog shit. That's why.
Because it's a Zune. Well, I use my Zune because I don't like running out the battery on my phone. And plus, I mean, my phone's, it's uncomfortable to run with. I mean, I don't have one of those big do-everything phones.
Yeah.
But, you know, I like the Zune. It's pretty small. It's about the size of a Metro card. You know, it's pretty small.
What's the storage size on there? What's the storage size?
Storage size? Maybe like a gig, is it?
That's all?
It's not a lot. I have about just a little bit over 1,000 songs on it. I don't like that many songs. I mean, when iPods came out with, what was the biggest one that maybe holds like 10,000 songs?
What? I don't know about song number,
but
I think... Do you
like 10,000 songs? I don't.
I just want to... What if I just want to listen to Black Sabbath's second album right now? Even though I don't really listen to them that much. What if I just want that? What if I want to listen to the Red Hot Chili Peppers album that I used to listen to in the 8th grade? What if I just want a taste of that?
Have you heard 10,000 songs in your life?
All right, let's do some math. Let's do some math here.
Let me do the math. You know, because you really don't get a scope. Like, okay, like for example, I was watching Coming to America the other day, and I was telling somebody that I've seen this movie so many times, and then in my head I'm thinking, how many fucking times have I seen this movie? Because 20's a lot. Have I seen this movie? It feels like you've seen it 20 times, but you probably didn't see it 20 times.
It's probably just been like 11.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's like, how many fucking songs have I... Obviously, there's no way to gauge this.
There kind of is. I mean, I listen to maybe like 5 new albums a year, 5 or 6, and I mean, so that like let's round that up to like 70 songs. Okay. And I mean, all the random ass songs that people show me like on DSC live draws on Friday nights, 9 p.m. Sorry about that fucking leaf blower sound.
And that shameless plug. And the shameless plug.
Wow, I mean, I guess I'm up to like 150 songs a year, something like that. Maybe 200. If you're Fantano, you're probably listening to a lot of songs.
Yeah, maybe, yeah, definitely.
But I mean, he can't even hold that shit in his head. He can't hold all that in there.
Well, this is me assuming that, I mean, every song. I mean, I guess we don't like every song.
Oh, definitely not. No, man.
Maybe would you say, because maybe this is the case with me sometimes, is I go through periods where I can tolerate a song and then I can't stand to listen to it when it comes up on my MP3 player. And like, I'll get to you later.
That's how I am too. But I'm conscious of not overplaying shit. Like growing up, my brother was fucking horrible with this because he would listen to music by song. So it would just be like it would be like California Love, but like when his shit was Black Hole Sun. That was the other thing. He'd play Black Hole Sun fucking like 10 times in a row.
And wash away the rain.
It's a great song, but it's
a great karaoke song.
Dude, like please. Mm-hmm. Please. But I mean, I don't play shit out that much because I'm too conscious. I know it can get run out. One
thing that I like to do, and you're probably gonna hate me for this, but one thing that I also like to do when I run, and I believe that this is true, I think this is the reason why I can will myself through long runs, I like to listen to audio. Well, obviously I'm listening to audio. I like to listen to talks. I like to listen to speeches.
How do you focus?
Well, it's not hard to focus because I think I've done it. I've done it so often. And here's my logic with this, and maybe this is just, pseudo sports science, but I run really, I could run for a while. I really think that by listening to something that just occupies your brain, I think that just leaves the engine running and your body just fucking goes.
I can't get into that zone. It's too hard, man.
I think your body just goes. Maybe this is me just making this up in my head, and maybe it's some fucking sort of placebo effect, but it seems to work for me. So, for example, one that I have that completely would take me out of the zone of running, because I like to play things that keep me out of, that are not appropriate for what I'm listening to. Like, what I'm listening to isn't like motivational stuff. It's not like, you gotta go. That's not what I'm listening to. I'm listening to something like,
a person yawning.
Everyone who listens to the Sketchcast.
Hey, sweet guy,
yeah. What's up, guy? What's up? All right. Yeah. Okay. All right. That was a scroll wheel. Like Harvey Picar. What's in a name? We've spoken about Harvey Picar before, but the audio that I have is the audio of Paul Giamatti doing the what's in a name sort of routine of Harvey Picar,
How much time is it? Is it like 40 minutes?
No, it's probably like 2 minutes and some change or something.
You just have that on your Zune?
Yeah, I
just
have
listen to people
tons of
talking?
audio. I have movie scenes. I have so many movie scenes that I'll listen to.
You take the audio of a scene?
Yeah, I just rip it off YouTube and I just listen to it.
That's fucking weird, man.
Yeah, I have so much, and I listen.
What does that do for you? Are you at all conscious of what is happening during the scene?
Well, these are scenes that I know very well. Like another favorite one that I have is the scene in Lean on Me. Lean on Me.
You smoke crack, don't you? You smoke crack, don't you?
No, man, no, Mr. Clark. I don't want to jump off the building. He is the early manifestation of Underwater Eddie. That kid, he really is.
That kid is every listener of Double D's.
He is. He really is.
You smoke crack, don't you? Oh, listen to the Double D, sir. What's that shit? What is it? You know who I like for that movie? We'll get back to the running, but the dude I like for that movie is the shortish coach who's like, I'm fucking sick of this shit. What does he say? He flips the fucking desk over.
Right.
He's just mad.
Darnell.
Yeah, this short, stocky motherfucker. Like, wah!
You will give me the respect that you would goddamn well want yourself, or I will kick your black ass. That is an excellent line. You would goddamn want to respect yourself, so give it to me. That's excellent, man. You know who I thought you were gonna say? I thought you were gonna mention, what's his kid's name? I think his name was Kid Ray, which was the Puerto Rican drug dealer.
The Puerto Rican. He looked, dude. That's Julio. That's fucking Julio, dude. That I'm Kid Ray. If Kid Ray put on maybe like 20 pounds, okay, that's Julio, dude. Longer hair though.
Oh shit!
Someone just cut up Kid Ray. Like someone's trying to cut up Kid Ray.
And then he's running. They're running to it, and that
it's
guy
like
is
the music.
Kid Ray have it.
And they play the East Side song, but it's like a rocky '80s rock version of East Side High song. Yeah, it's whoa, this is cool. Right. I'm about to fight him with my megaphone. That's all I need. Take care of these kids. You just watch.
The scene that I love to play when I run is the scene between Mr. Clark and the guy who hired him, who's like a lawyer, I believe, who's also his best friend. That scene that they have in the courtroom, and I'll fucking run to that. I'll fucking run to anything, because it takes me out of the situation. I feel like it takes me out of the situation of running. So that's like, the engine's running, but there's nobody behind the wheel, so I'm just going. I'm just fucking going.
You know what?
I don't remember. I don't run at very high speeds. I just keep at a nice pace. So it works. Maybe some of you guys should try it out there. You stop looking the way you do. Maybe you look more like Daddy. Look more like Daddy.
I'm gonna get one of my favorite scenes, one of my favorite speeches, monologues from a movie, which is Glenn Ross, Alec Baldwin.
Okay.
Put that coffee down. Coffee's for closers only.
Mm-hmm.
That shit is just brilliant. I'll put that on while I run.
Yeah, try it out.
I probably will not stop running because it'll be Alec Baldwin telling me I'm a piece of garbage.
Mm-hmm.
You're a good father? Fuck you. Go play with your kids.
Got to meet T too. Got to meet T in there. Maybe occasionally.
Oh, what?
I'll fuck with Tamiti.
Who the
Eric
fuck
Thomas.
is...
Eric Thomas.
Oh, I thought you said Tamiti. Is that Mapuktu's brother or some shit?
Tamiti?
Tamiti.
No. I'll listen to some Eric Thomas, which is it's always cool. So
you have to run.
Exactly.
What's he been up to? I've been listening to his shit in a while, man.
No clue. Well, I was never really much of a follower of his Monday thing.
That guy, that's Monday.
Yeah, occasionally I would drop in, but I was never like a avid listener or avid watcher or anything like that.
His intense fervor and just zeal almost comes off as like a dumb person. Like you could almost mistaken him for someone who's just dumb.
He's retarded?
Yeah, like he has these beady eyes, and it's just kind of like this this look he gets is just like, come on, man, come on, man, come on. Like he's 2 steps away from being in an insane asylum. But I gotta say, anyone who's successful is on that spectrum. Mm-hmm. Anyone who we're on that spectrum of insanity. Like, how many steps are you from fucking being institutionalized? It's like shit can just snap one day, and the stuff that makes you great is the stuff that makes you fucking have to... Like, people, them having addiction problems, or you just snap, and you're like bipolar, and you just lose everything. You just lash out at someone one day.
Or just one day you end up on the cover of a magazine as a fucking woman. Because remember, Bruce Jenner.
Call me Caitlyn, d.respect.
He was a gold-winning Olympist.
And what people have been saying are like, okay, you young kids don't understand this, but imagine if LeBron, 20 years from now, if LeBron decided, no, actually, was his? I think Kobe was his example. If Kobe was like, no, I'm Keisha now. Mm-hmm. It like how sort of strange that would be. And that's this interesting thing that's happening right now is like whether or not you're allowed to acknowledge the strangeness. Mm-hmm. Whether or not you're allowed to acknowledge like this is weird. Like I'm okay with it. I'm okay. You can do it, but it's weird. It's different for me. But it's like for me personally, like I know transgender people, so it's like I don't like those people and those people that I know are like such good ambassadors for that I'm just like I cannot judge. Mm-hmm. But then again, the people I know are like that's the cream of the crop. Like they're the fucking coolest people, and I mean,
Caitlyn.
Always considered the source with this situation. It's like this dude's on a reality show. Not that I have to be okay with it because he doesn't need me to validate whatever the fuck it is that he does.
Yeah.
He doesn't give a shit, but I don't really care for it. He has a vagina now. Like he has.
No, man, he still has a dick. He talks that shit. He hasn't. I don't think he's had the surgery yet.
Yeah.
Plus, I think he still likes women. He doesn't admit.
Yeah, from what I understand, he said he's still into women.
She.
I'm sorry.
She. Yeah.
I'm sorry. All the feminists are gonna pick it.
Please refer. Dude, there are some transgender people out there, like Bailey J. Like that's not a dude. Like she's a woman. I mean, look at her. She has a dick, but
Bailey J's a porn star.
Yeah, she is.
Okay.
She's always hanging out with Bob Kelly and Jim Norton. And Colin Quinn. That group, she always like floats around them.
Well, because Norton has a thing for trannies, doesn't he? I mean,
yeah.
He's mentioned that quite a few times.
Norton's just a fucking dirty pervert. Filthy. He's great.
Have you ever seen I'm not even going to say transgender, I'm just going to say a cross-dresser from afar and said, and then when they got close, they were just a man that looked...
It was just like the hair on their chin. I don't like that shit.
I just mean, has that ever happened? Have you seen someone in the distance?
Of course. Wait, in the distance? And
thought,
you know what? Not really. This doesn't happen that often. Because, I mean, if it's like a cross-dresser in the daytime, it's like they're probably a streetwalker or some shit, and they always look like garbage. Mm-hmm. Like long green hair or something like, how's it going, boys? It's like, ugh, get out of here.
So they could just never pass for a chick.
No, why don't you get that estrogen treatments? So I think there are people out there like Alex Jones, Alex Jones, of course. And you know what I'm going to say? It's all part of the conspiracy. You gotta understand. You gotta understand that these people
are terrible Alex Jones. Terrible Alex Jones.
They're part of a group. All right, they're part of the New World Order, and part of their plan is to normalize.
Like Alex Jones, like having a heart attack, like just moments before. Moments before turning into Eddie.
Part of their plan. Yeah, but he said some stuff about chemical warfare and some
What, he connected all this Bruce.
I think before the cover even came out, he was talking about some sort of transgender agenda, some sort of chemical thing in the water, turning people or something. InfoWars is so fucking retarded, but sometimes you just listen to it because it's like I just like having a dumb noise in the background of some dude foaming at the mouth. You gotta think about it, okay?
It's been a while since I listened to anything Alex Jones related, InfoWars related.
Look, wake up, sheeple.
Been a while. Any of that stuff online, like the people like Mark Dice. It's been a while since I listened. Mark Dice is, I mean, from what I understand, he's one of these people who are always exposing.
What's he, a gambler or something?
Who are related to the Illuminati. If you look up Mark Dice's YouTube page, you'll find that he has a lot of he does videos about rappers, and he doesn't really go into anything in depth. He just sort of says, Kanye West on Saturday Night Live showing Illuminati symbolism. He's a fucking shill, and then he goes off into some other shit that you wouldn't understand unless you're fucking a Looney Tune introvert like him. Yeah, it's been a while since I listened to any of that shit. Yeah, exactly, with his tinfoil hat on. I mean, I did have a certain point in my life where I wouldn't say that I did believe in conspiracy theories, but somebody like Alex Jones, I just watched him to kind of just say, okay, entertain me. Let me hear your bullshit. Let me hear your side of the story. What do you have to say? Is this about chemtrails?
It's always from this angle of... Conspiracies are inherently from this angle that you are part of this select group that is privy to some information that people don't have, and that's the trick. You get sucked in because you're like, man, most people don't even fucking know about this, that the white man fucking made AIDS. I've been thinking about a lot about AIDS recently, fucking after that test came in. But yeah,
Dominant white girls comment section.
The other day I was thinking about it, and I was like, man, but. It is just fucking eerie, isn't it? That is just, it's like, really, it was like rampant in the black community in the late 80s and early 90s, like, and the gays too. It's like, really? Like why? Just, sometimes I can get a little caught up. Like, I'm not going to drink the Kool-Aid fully, but sometimes it just makes me wonder, like, I mean, definitely, like, Reagan was responsible for a lot of shit, like, a lot of bad shit, I think.
So... would you say that at least this does promote some sort of, the feminization of, like, this country? Because
Caitlyn Jenner?
Yeah.
Ooh, I think a little bit, man, because it's kind of like, oh, God. It's like tolerance, acceptance, and, like, exploring one's sexuality to me is counter that stuff, that sort of liberal behavior and sort of mentality to me is counter to like your sort of very conservative, homophobic, racist grandpa, like who is like that sort of represents masculinity to me in a sense. However, I gotta say, although I agree with you, it's like I don't think masculinity is inherently untrusting or sort of intolerant. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think we've attached those ideas to rednecks and being conservative, but it's not. It doesn't have to be that way.
Absolutely.
It's one of those things. It's like you don't just because you're intolerant. It's like or a tolerant person. It's like that's not like you're not always fucking pussy. It's like we attach those terms, I think, too loosely. Because I mean, Caitlyn Jenner is It's an example. Like. What if I just kept doing that sound? Because we're sort of coming to understand that sexuality and gender is fluid. and it's always been that way. But I mean, and maybe too is our understanding of what masculinity and femininity means. Like a guy who could kill your ass in the UFC, that doesn't mean that he's not an emotional or sensitive person. It's like a killer. It doesn't mean that they don't have emotions or they can't be sort of understanding or accepting of people. Anyone rational knows this, but it doesn't feel that way, right? Like someone who kills and hunts or can beat your ass, it just seems like automatically they wouldn't be inclusive or they wouldn't understand, which is it's just not fucking. It's not real.
Yeah, we make them all one-dimensional.
Right.
They have no layers to them. I'll tell you that one of my favorite, the most favorite film of all time for me is The Warriors. 1979 film.
I didn't know that, man. That's your favorite shit.
Always has been. I love The Warriors. And as I've grown into adulthood... What was that?
I'm not going to do the voice.
No, you're not. Yes, you will. Go ahead. Get a Coke bottle.
Okay. All right. Here we go.
Okay. All right.
Warriors, come out to play. Okay, I'm done.
That was good. Were those forks or spoons? I couldn't tell.
It was my nail clipper and a spoon.
Yeah. As I've grown into adulthood and, maybe with some of the movies that you like, you try to maybe piece together the reasons why you enjoyed movies so much. And I guess on the surface, I would have said that I liked Warriors because it promoted teamwork, unity to common goal. And then, when I looked at the movie a few more times, what really stood out to me were two characters.
Cochise.
No, not Cochise, though he was fucking amazing and he could fucking fight his ass off. Swan and Ajax.
I love Ajax, man.
But see, this is the thing. Now, Ajax is what most people would consider to be an alpha male. Okay?
Yeah.
Ajax is always screaming at the top of his lungs. He's always saying, "I'll fight you, I'll fight you, I'll
Stick
fight
that
you."
bat up your ass and turn you into a popsicle.
Exactly. That's what most people would consider to be alpha male. Yeah. Now, Swan has some of those same qualities, but at the same time, you see Swan, he is the leader of the gang because Leon got arrested in the Bronx. He's the leader of the gang from that moment on because he was second in command. Now, what you notice about Swan is he doesn't back down from anyone. But he does have a feminine side to him. He has a soft feminine side, and you can obviously see because it's exhibited with him and that chick. He has these very poetic moments in the movie.
But he's strong as fuck, dude. He's like, he reminds me of like a Beige Phillip type dude. Like he's the quiet guy. Like he's not gonna tell you what's gonna happen. He's the kind of guy that's like you can see her holding her arm at some point, and he just kind of like fucking looks at her, but he doesn't have to talk. It's like you just fucking know he's just gonna lead. Like he doesn't need to tell you what he's going to do. He just kind of does it. He just kind of exists in that space.
There's a scene at the end of the film when they get to Coney and he picks up a corsage, I'm not sure how to say it, and he puts it on her wrist. And she says, "What are you giving me this for?" He said, "I just hate to see anything beautiful go to waste." And then there's this very Hollywood-like moment where he looks off to the side and the wind blows his hair.
Yuck.
And it's very gay and it's very poetic, but it's like at the same time, he's a fucking alpha male. He just led the group of these fucking animals to fucking safety. And meanwhile, he's like falling in love with this woman. He's kicking the shit out of guys with fucking roller skates in subways. He's a fucking animal, but he exhibits both of those sides, like both of the yin and the yang. Yeah. And I think that's what an alpha male is. It's not, but I think Ajax is a beta. Ajax is a beta.
Okay, we'll get.
Yeah.
Fuck. The one scene I love from that film too. I was just thinking about this like 2 days ago. This is so iconic. It's like burned in my memory. Is like the scene where they're on the dirty fucking 70s New York subway. Okay. Filthy, and they're all sweaty and dirty. Swan is sitting next to his girl, and then these super white fucking rich kids come back from prom. They're laughing.
That's where he got the corsage from. Right?
Oh yeah, and they're just sitting there. And I love how she tries to like fix her hair, and he just grabs her arm.
No, don't.
Yeah, he's like, put your hand. Like, he doesn't even say. He just looks. He looks at him. Don't. It's like you just live in this moment. This is what we are right now. Mm-hmm. But so Ajax,
be anything other than what you are, and then you notice that the people sitting across from them before they got out of the train, one of the guys just nods at him like, "All right, that's cool, that's cool." Like they sort of understood. They understood. If you watch that scene again, look at the people sitting across from them right before they get up because it's two couples, and one of the guys looks at him and kind of like nods as if they understood. They understood the moment. They understood what was just done. It was unspoken. You know what I'm saying?
You know what's gonna happen? This movie's gonna get remade, and I believe I heard a rumor. I believe I heard a rumor, but it doesn't even matter if there's a rumor. It's gonna get remade,
and you know who's gonna play Swan. You know it. Just say it. You know it.
I don't know, man.
Channing Tatum would fucking play him. I know they would do that. I know they would do that to me. In this, because God is dead and we're all alone. They would
and they'll throw in a Michael Cera to be funny. They'll do some shit like that. If that James Franco group gets a hand on that, oh my god.
Well, it would be a little, it'd be funny, but they would really. I hope that wouldn't happen. I hope they wouldn't do anything like that. But
so Ajax to you is a beta male.
Yeah, he's totally a beta.
He whines. That's one thing.
He's a bitch. He puffs himself up because he's fearful all the time.
He tried to rape this chick one time. Remember, he like wasn't there like some? No, that's how he got caught. That's how he got caught.
That's how he got arrested. Right. That's how he got arrested.
Because he did this thing. He starts like yanking her skirt up, right? Like he's about to fucking get her.
Well, she seems to be an undercover cop.
She definitely was.
She was a whistle. She had a whistle on her. And
but what did he? But initially, there was something shady he did where he was like trying to like finger her or some shit. Like, I don't know.
Remember, it wasn't. He wasn't arrested just because he was trying to fondle her. He was arrested because he was a gang member, and that night all the gangs were in the Bronx, and somebody had been shot, so they wanted to get all the gangs and arrest them. So, but yeah, it's only that to add insult to injury, he just molested this woman in the park, but she did flirt with him, so maybe it's not.
Oh, that justifies it. Okay.
Yeah. She victim blaming. That's what I'm doing.
Then again, in that moment, we have to admit, like these guys are our protagonists. However, you can't forget you're dealing with savages.
Yes.
These people, and maybe that's one moment where it's like there's a little bit of truth to that. It's like, oh yeah, you think these guys are fucking great and everything. Did you not forget that what they would do? Like if you were in their territory and they wanted your cash, like did you not forget that they would fucking beat the shit out of you?
You got to remember, seconds before he was about to go hit on her, he said, "Hey," and then Ajax said, "I guess she doesn't know the streets aren't safe at night." And they didn't react in a way like, "Oh my God, what are you crazy?"
Exactly.
They were kind of just like,
they kind of just like,
"Hey, we don't have time for this. There's plenty of women at home. We don't have time for this. Like we've done things like this before."
Right.
But and the video game, by the way, which I got, that came out, I think for the PS2.
I played it.
Doesn't that it's sort of implied that they have that they do things like that around Coney.
Right, because they have this whole man. You were into that. You played that shit. I didn't know anyone fucking played that game,
dude. I love because I'm into that fucking that franchise.
The music from the loading screen. I love that shit, dude.
Loved it. One of the last video games that I really got into.
It's not bad. If you guys haven't seen that, you should check it out. It's good. It's just a meaty movie. It's just so much in there, and it's
so much to sink your teeth into. So much.
It's actually based on a play. I think it was a play by Homer or some shit, some Greek play.
Right. There's some Greek links to it, like to Greek mythology. That I haven't gotten into. Like,
not yet. I'm not. Really
but I've heard that there is a link there.
What's your favorite line?
My favorite line of the movie. Oof. Okay, favorite line of the movie is when the girl first appears, and she's obviously with the orphans with the other gang.
Yep.
And she's not excited enough with the orphans. So when the orphans give the warriors a pardon to walk through their hood with their colors, she comes out and she does the whole chicken thing. Bok, 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 bok. And as she's going down the stairs, one of the warriors says, "You know what that is, don't you? Trouble." I love that line. It's like, now shit is about to get real.
Who said that, Cochise?
I don't think it was Cochise. I think it was Cowboy. cowboy, which is the guy with the cowboy hat who ends up getting killed later. But it's like in this chaotic scenario that we're in, we're trying to get home. Gangs are trying to kill us. Cops are trying to arrest us. And now a woman is the trouble. This is when the trouble starts, guys. That's an amazing line. It's an amazing line.
Oh, yeah. So everything else was
in trouble.
This is trouble.
This is trouble. It's like they're animals, man. Fighting for them is nothing. Like, this is just whatever. But when a woman comes into the equation, it's like, oh, shit. Shit just got real. Pussy's in the equation. Nas said it himself, kiddies. You remember this. Nas said, pussy kills. Listen to that song, all right? Pussy kills. That's all I'm going to say.
I think my favorite line from that shit is, man, I think we might have talked about it on the show already, but what's the name of the dude with the bottles? What is his name?
With the bottles, that is,
I didn't know he had a name.
Man, did he have a name? I'm sure he did. Well, the name of the gang were the Rogues.
Yeah, but he, like, just a brilliant character, because he's just, like, some people want to watch the world burn. He's chaotic evil for you D&D lovers. He's like, I'm going to fuck everything up. Mm-hmm. I'm the agent of chaos. Yeah. And I love this scene where they're like, why'd you kill Cyrus? I don't know. I just like doing stuff like that.
Right.
It's like you realize how much you fucked it up.
You quote my movie, you better quote it verbatim, okay? Right, why'd you waste Cyrus? I don't know. No reason. I just like doing things like that.
Yeah, it's no reason. No reason.
Right, reason. Kind of sounds
he's
like
all
Stewie.
Sweaty and like looking around.
Like Stewie from Family Guy. But you're absolutely right. Like, it's just, he just wants to watch the world burn.
I don't care. Like, I just don't give a fuck. He treats his friends like shit. Yeah. He steals the chocolate bar from the one lady and throws it at her. For what?
Well, you're absolutely right. It's like, at that point, all Swan wants to know is, why did you do it?
Yeah, it's like,
I just want to know why. It's like
he's like, no, there's
no. It's like a meeting between two fucking giants, and it's like
you think everything's gonna make sense. Like, you think,
right?
Because at this point they really have no clue. I forgot about it. They really don't know. They've just been running. He's like, no, there's no reason.
There's no Twitter. There's no Facebook. There's no future talk here.
Oh, right. And you know what? It could have been anybody. Because he pointed, he capped Cyrus, and then he goes, "Oh, it was him. It was the Warriors." Right? Because he just points at random, and Cleon just gets the fucking shit elbowed out of him.
Right? He just, and they don't really make it clear whether he was killed or not. They just beat the shit out of him. And
what was this about Future Talk you mentioned just now?
About Future Talk, well, you know what I was just thinking about, man? I mean, how many movies that we enjoyed back in the day would have been resolved so quickly if people would have had cell phones or fucking been able to text message?
You know, my favorite shit now to do is whenever someone's talking about something that happened in the past or some shit, like a serious topic, you just flat out ask them, like, why didn't they fucking use Twitter or something? Why didn't they just call each other? And you just the fury in their face.
Right.
I just be that dumb guy. It's so fucking fun.
John Benet Ramsey was kidnapped. Like, so, why didn't she call for herself?
Yeah, she should have fucking called it.
5-year-old. She doesn't
She could have put out a fucking text message there.
John Benet Ramsey was
she's dead, and she's a baby, and she's killed, and she's white. Oh my god!
To make matters worse.